Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Terror strike Ambazonia again as La République du Cameroon shows their true color in Up-Station Bamendakwe, killing 3 innocent civilians in cold blood. Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. My name is Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief Anti-Kidnapping Czar of the Ambazonian Governing Council, aka Sense Past King, Lukong. Today, na Tuesday, number 22 day for this number 3 months for this year 2022. Una welcome for our daily podcast, a program where they bring meaningful information, fact-based, substantiated information for help the Ambazonian people navigate this journey for our way for freedom from Cameroon occupation, subjugation, and Cameroon terrorism inside our own homeland, the former British Southern Cameroon, now Ambazonia. Ladies and gentlemen, it never be up to 1 week where the Cameroon chief terrorist, General Valery Carl, he visit Bamenda, bring out the fun of Bamenda, then can gather around ye the dance, it give international news, say Cameroon, they consider say this war it don't finish, say Ambazonian fighter they don't run or then go hide for border with Nigeria. 2 days after that, from Bamendakwe, 3 youths them, where they come out for downtown Bamenda, for Bamenda Street. 2 of them, direct brothers for the same family, where they work na mechanic, they learn mechanic work. They don't come out for go visit person for Up-Station for Bamendakwe. They work with 2 of girls them where they come out for that house. They one pass in front of Cameroon military post, brigade as they call them. The Cameroon military, he called the boy them, me then come for day with the girl them, then drive the girl them, me then go. According to information what I hear them, now because say they don't recognize those boy them, their face. Then check those boy them, their ID card, they accuse them, say them being Ambazonian fighters. They start beat those boys them, give them snake beatings, pull them, drag them away from their police station and open fire on them, executing 3 of them without any investigation. Their only crime now say them being boys where they don't recognize them as people they live for Bamendakwe. So they assume say them be na Ambazonian fighters. They execute them, they no take them go to a court, they no call their family, they no verify anything, then just go kill them. This one for the Cameroon military, na the normalcy, na the one Cameroon na the special status, because for them the war is already finished. So if na the treatment this way they give for our people for the normal time, that means na the one Cameroon this way they try for impress for push and say me what people they impress them, say me go stop for resist and for accept this as a normal situation where military you go to call our picking them, execute them cold blood for street.
No be say the picking they vote where they work at them too. The ID card just tap the code and so because that girl and a picking the day for day they come on go na visit for day. So I sure say the people know they get and now what are they tell them they go back.
Okay.
It's too much. They sign the too much. They don't put pee. You know that can say the big man don't put pee. Say they took knife. So when they want to took our knife.
So we don't finally talk for the girl them where they be there with them. They no one for put their voice outside because they fear Cameroon terrorism. They don't confess. Say they not ask them anything about this boy them. They not ask the picking them either. Even if they be feel know that girl them, they for feel ask that girl them if this boy then a fighter or not. We don't also get video for driver them where they don't send them for we where one of those boys them then just come out for fix motor. You know, make up to 1 week. Now boy they always call them when the motor they go through Menchum for bring goods them from Nigeria, they come tight for road, they spoil, now they call that boy me can fix them. He go come for they can fix them. All neighbor them, no man, he don't talk say this boy then fi be a boy where they fi carry gun. As a matter of fact, one of them, the one where they kill and where they for far. Now those boy where the worker preach, now person where the worker preach about gospel. So no be people the way some man fi suspect or some man fi go give information about them say they work with Ambazonian liberation fighters them. No, not just civilian them where they kill them like that. For the Cameroon newspaper them, for Cameroon radio, all their news them yesterday, Monday, none of them nobody report them. All of them they talk now about the Cameroon football team who then arrive for play match against Algeria. This is what our people should know. The pain that we go through for us to see some of our own people who come from the southern Cameroons, people who have been targeted, they have been slaughtered to entertain anything Cameroon. They should know why people get mad. We cannot accept this as normal. Even slaves have never accepted their situation of being slave as a normal way of life or an acceptable way to continue to live. For 60 years with La République du Cameroon, it has never been normal. It has just gone from allowing us to have a prime minister, taking away the prime minister, taking away the banks, disarming us, eventually abandoning us, abandoning the leaders, allowing our economy to crumble, put the people through destitutions, and now killing them on a day-to-day basis, slaughtering them as their own governor, colonial governor calls us, we are those cockroaches that can be killed at any moment. The Cameroon judicial officers, they don't come for the scene. The Cameroon DO, they don't come for the scene. They don't even visit that same brigadier where they come out for the, where this incident come out for the. They never take any of those police people in custody. As a matter of fact, it is normal for them. They are more concerned on how to cover up the story, how to intimidate journalists who are supposed to be doing their job to report this, not to report it, and to try to look for a way to frame story. The only reason it is not on the news is because they have not been capable of forcing the family to lie about what happened. Our people who were in Bamenda, embracing or playing around the Cameroon colonial general, those who were in womb, walking around the Cameroon colonial general, should know why we cannot tolerate such behavior of our own people mingling with the same hands that pulls triggers to kill our people in this manner, and then turn around to lie and pay lip service because they know the world will care less about black people, and so they can get away with murder and genocide with the protection of France. We shall not allow it to go on with impunity. We have an obligation to fight back and make Cameroon pay for these crimes, to match them with tactics, the same tactics that our people have gone through. For those people who say that we should raise our hand up and surrender and live on our knees and our head bow down and accept to speak a foreign language, a French, and continue to be subjugated people for the rest of our life, otherwise Cameroon will continue to practice terrorism over us, should know that even if we surrender and bow our heads to the ground and accept French domination, they will still continue to kill us. If the people of Ukraine are willing to lose their country, to destroy their country, because Russia is asking for them something that they cannot give up their right of self-determination, give up their right of a state and their identity to live as free men, they are willing to die to fight for their freedom and their territorial integrity. The whole world have gone through that stage. The Americans were willing to die against the British to secure their freedom. Even in the French Revolution, during the Norman period in England, for everybody to be able to live free, to be able to work and teach their own children and govern their own people and have democracy within their country, it will not be given in the platter of gold. As Dr. Cho Ayaba said, it is not a bed of roses, as General Efang have said it. We have to fight for our freedom. We have to fight against La Republique occupation. We have to stone them. We have to do everything we can do to get these mad dogs out of our land. We have to bleed them as fast as we can. If we cannot bleed it fast, we will bleed them slowly. But surely and steadily, we shall fight, we shall resist, we shall bleed them until they will have no room within our territory. And we are calling on all of our people to stay away from Cameroon terrorist police. Do not walk by their police stations. Walk and cover your face. You must reject Cameroon in all its form. It will be treason to our people, our young men who have been killed on the street, simply walking around with girls. Our girls, our sons and daughters who have been shot going to school. Our mothers who have been killed going to the market, going to farms. Students who are in boarding school, removed from boarding school, humiliated and told to walk in mud. Our teachers, our taxi drivers removed and told to walk inside mud. In the name of Kale Kale, in the name of subjugation. It is treason and betrayal for this innocent blood, for any Ambazonian who decide to collaborate, work with, entertain Cameroon in any shape or form in our land, not in the view of this never again generation. I want to make our people then know any Ambazonian where we go see he go the dance for receive this Cameroon terrorists officials for their village, for their city, we will hunt you down. We will hunt you down with equal ferocity as we hunt down these Cameroon terrorists themselves. You should know that. Not over the blood of our people. The generation of Anglo fools are over. And those elites who sit in Yaoundé, those elites who are eating in the same pot with Mr. Pobia, who come and tell our people to accept this type of relationship as normal. Even when somebody sitting in America, a foreigner who have just visited that territory, like Ambassador Thibault Nach, said that this is not acceptable. The status quo is not acceptable. If you dare make that case, if you dare undermine our human dignity, if you dare look upon our people in the eyes of the enemy, be sure your day will come. Your day will come. In this never again generation, we have taken an oath to end Cameroon occupation, to end Cameroon enslavement, to end the butchery, to end the status of Anglo fools. And we are calling on every youth from Ambazonia, from Kumba, Mutengene, Boya, Omoyojok, Bui, come to pick up your weapons and defend your dignity, defend your land. Liberate Ambazonia from Cameroon occupation, from Cameroon terrorists, from Cameroon mad and insane vampires that parade our territory. Do whatever you can. It is worth taking a bullet than to live in this humiliation, to see our people being slaughtered in the forest, being slaughtered in the city center with impunity. Rise up and fight. Fight back against Cameroon terrorism. Do not sit back and think that you can blame yourself like the contractors who were killed inside Ayaba Hotel. Do not sit back and think you will be safe because you go to church like Sister Martha, who was killed in Bali, and the church pastor who was shot in his hand on the pulpit. Do not sit and think that you'll be safe by just taking your children to the kindergarten like baby Caroline, baby Tato. Ambazonia, rise up and fight, for we will not allow another generation of Ambazonians to see this ugly face of La République du Cameroon. The Egyptians that walk our street, they shall see them no more. And for those who are in the diaspora, if you cannot fight, support the resistance. Support the resistance. Do something to liberate our people. for all freedom fighters, pick up your weapons, continue to look for La République du Cameroon targets and answer them.